Therefore, I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. Mark 11:24. Most people don't realize the inherent power they have to ask the universe for help. So get comfortable, get yourselves a cup of tea, because I have a story for you that happened to me recently that is an example of how God, source, universe, whatever it is that you call this divine power, is responsive to what we ask and declare in faith. As soon as we believe, the universe sets into motion a miracle. While vacationing in Florida with my family recently, I used my Airpods to listen to a podcast while enjoying the view of the ocean and some overdue sunshine. For us Canadians, sunshine and warmth is not a privilege that we enjoy enough. But while listening, I remember removing the Airpods and putting them on the chair to go to the bathroom. I was afraid that if I kept them on, they could fall into the toilet, as it has happened to many of my friends. I guess after that, I must have gotten distracted. We packed up, left the beach, went home, rested a little bit, and off we went to dinner. The next morning at 6 a.m., I'm ready to go to the gym, and I look for my Airpods and their usual charging station, and they're not there. So I try to think if I charge them, but my mind goes blank. So I look for the beach bag. Maybe I forgot them in there, but they're not there. So I reach for my phone to use the feature, the Find Me feature on the phone to locate my Airpods, and it shows that my Airpods are 30 minutes away at an address in South Miami. And I'm shocked because I don't remember using my Airpods at any other place than the beach. And just to give you some idea, my home is in Hollywood. And the beach hotel where I was the day before is in Fort Lauderdale, 30 minutes north of my home. Yet my Airpods are showing that they are at someone's home, 30 minutes south of my home. What were they doing in there? I'm starting to really wonder. So I called Jeffrey, my ex-husband, and I said, hey, I think someone stole my Airpods because they're showing that they're somewhere in Miami. And I proceeded to give him the address that he was showing. By now, it's about 6:20 in the morning, and Jeffrey says, let's wait until 8 a.m. and then we'll have them ring to see if someone answers. 8 a.m. comes, and I'm trying to make them sound, but they're not connecting. I'm upset, and I'm discounting any possibility of recovering them. But upon checking the Find Me function or feature on the iPhone, I see that there is a function to report them missing called Mark as Lost. And the cool thing is that you can put in a phone number, or you can even put a message so that whoever finds them and pairs them, they will receive the message notifying them that I need them to call me. And I wait and wait, but nothing happens. At 9:30, I check again, and I now see that my Airpods are at a different address, and they're traveling north on I-95 highway. So for sure, whoever took them is using them. Damn, I was upset. And that's when Jeffrey started to pray out loud, making a declaration to the universe. And he said, God, in your name, in your will, your way, please and thank you for returning Waleuska's Airpods today. God, may whoever has taken them open their hearts to return them. Amen. You had to be there because it was a powerful moment. It was palpable. I could sense such faith in his words. There was no doubt in what he was saying and the way he was saying it. It was indeed a declaration of his faith in the divine. My kids and I chuckled because Jeffrey almost sounded like the preacher Joel Osteen. And, we were just laughing, but I found myself nodding and saying amen. Right after that, Jeffrey recommends that I call the hotel to inform them that I had lost them the previous day, and to keep an eye in case someone returned them. And I was hesitant to call the hotel because during this whole ordeal, I had seen that the Airpods were far from the hotel, some 45 minutes away. Nevertheless, I called and left my number. An hour later, say 10:50 in the morning, I get a phone call from someone, and they tell me that there's a pair of Airpods at the front desk. They ask me to describe them, and I tell them that they're white from Apple, and that they have a sticker at the front with my name on it that reads Waleuska Lazo. After checking, I look at my phone for the tracking, and it shows that my Airpods are now at the exact address of the hotel. So I tell whoever I'm speaking with, those have to be mine because it's showing that my Airpods are at your address. They tell me that the Airpods they have don't have my name at the front, but that indeed it shows that there was a sticker there, but it had been removed. So I tell them to hold them, that I'm on my way to see them. So I get to the hotel, and indeed they are my Airpods because they immediately pair to my phone. I asked if they know who turned them in. They said they don't, that they just appear at the front desk. So someone must have left them there recently. And I thought it was odd. But then again, that's how fast miracles can happen. From the prayer that Jeffrey did to the return of the Airpods, it was less than 3 hours. Now, you may say coincidence, but think about the facts. The Airpods were at someone's home at 6 a.m. in the morning when I became aware that they were missing. The fact that someone had to remove the sticker with my name on it tells me they had no intentions of returning them. Otherwise, why remove the name? Another fact to consider is that if their intention was indeed to turn them in, why not do it immediately when they found them the day before? Why not send them immediately to the lost and found? Instead, they took them home, some 45 minutes away from the hotel, somewhere in South Miami. My suspicion is that they were found and taken by someone that works at the hotel, and they had all the intentions to keep them. So what caused them to have a change of heart and return them? I honestly tried to exhaust all explanations before giving prayer the glory. I thought that it was perhaps because I notified them as missing. I thought maybe that blocked, a person from being able to pair them to their phone. But then again, that person had almost 24 hours with my Airpods before I declared them as lost. And I also did some research on Google, and it said that even though you declare a device as lost, there's nothing blocking another person from using them. The person had, like I said, all night to use my Airpods and yet chose to return them. Why? By this point, I had no excuse but to believe that it was the hand of the divine. I have no empirical evidence to prove this because I was not privy to what that person was thinking. But what I can tell you with certainty is that there is a strong correlation between the time of Jeffrey's prayer and the return of my Airpods. Miracle or coincidence, you decide. The scriptures in John 14:13 says, whatever you ask in my name, that I will do. And that is precisely what Jeffrey did. He asked in God's name, and in less than 3 hours, I had my Airpods. I hope that this story illustrates that there is power in prayer. When you declare your prayer and you thank the universe in advance for what you want to receive in faith miracles can happen. I will see you on the next episode of Conversations from the Heart.